Alright folks, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Suikoden. This is L58, and last episode we ran into this character Luck, who decides to fight us. Now, we're not fighting Luck, we are fighting a golem. That's interesting. Whatever. This is technically the first boss battle, but it's such an easy fight, I don't know if I would really consider it that. Pretty much just have Pawn and Gramio use their Unite attack, and have everyone else attack. Heal if you need, but you probably won't. It should be over in about 3 rounds or so. See, with mine it was only 2 rounds, but I mean, that's because tier is at level 10. So, once again, shouldn't be too hard. Beat my magic like that. I'm impressed, Imperial Guards. So he knew the whole time, yet he wanted to fight us. I guess he was bored. Luck's kind of a punk. Like, that's his, he's kind of a punk. He has kind of an attitude. He's in a bit of the Suikoden season 1, 2, and 3. And the way the timeline works is after this, it's like, what is it, like 2 to 5 years or something. After this, Suikoden 2 happens. Then like 8 to 10 years or something like that. After that, after Suikoden 2, Suikoden 3 happens. Maybe more than that. Then Suikoden 4 is like 300 years before the events of Suikoden 1. And then Suikoden 5 is a few years, like 10 years before the events of Suikoden 1. If memory serves me correct. I didn't look that up to confirm, but it's something like that. All I know is, if this is the present, 2 and 3 happen in the future, 4 and 5 happen in the past. Now it tells a story. Some characters come back in other ones, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very interesting. The recurring characters, though, LeConte is in everyone, and then there's another character which we'll be running into in the future that is in every episode, or every game. So with that, LeConte doesn't play the biggest role, but she does at the same time. Basically, it's kind of hard to explain, but she's like a guide for every protagonist in the Suikoden series. She's never an official member, but she always tries to guide the Stars of Destiny, which we'll get into the Stars of Destiny much later. Anyways, she's explaining how she can't really see the details of the future, but she knows how the flow works. And she holds one of the true runes, the gate rune. I think it's the blue gate rune they call it in this one. So she can live forever, which is interesting. And her sister's Wendy. So that's another interesting fact is, you know, if they're sisters, then maybe Wendy's been around this whole time. Of course, I don't think they give that away right now, which I just did. So spoiler alert, sorry, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. So with that, pretty easy mission. We've pretty much completed it. Now we just need to get back. But before we do that, LeConte wants to come back and say something to us. She looks like such a gypsy. I'll have Luck take you to shore. That's a pretty neat trick. I wish I had that. Wish I was Nightcrawler. God. Alright, so. Of course, ma'am. I'd never trick anyone. Yeah, right. Alright, so then LeConte goes up to Cleo, starts talking to her, and then hands over a fire rune. Now, it doesn't go directly to Cleo, but it's implied that Cleo should be using the fire crystal, which I totally agree with. It's a very good rune for her. Since you're going to be using her a lot, she does have decent magic. And we will get an upgrade for the fire rune later in the game, but, I mean, for now, that is your best bet. Now, you could have given that to Gramio or Ted, or Tyr, not Ted, but still, I mean, it's implied that she uses it. She has better magic than Gremio. And like I said, Tyr's about to get a rune, so don't worry about it. And it appears Luck doesn't like Ted either. Ted's just not having a good day. First Futch has a problem with him, and now Luck does. Like, what's up? Oh well. Some people just hate. So with that, we're heading back to Greg Mister. I'm gonna be slaughtering it all the time. Anyways. Sweet. Faster than a griffin. Doesn't cost any. Yeah, but we can't be summoned, unfortunately. We'll be able to teleport later, though. Which will be awesome. I'm gonna die over here. Alright, so, back here. Time to go turn in our quest. Hopefully get some experience. Maybe get some plate armor. I don't know. Just kidding. Alright, so with that we say goodbye to Futch. We won't see him until much later in the game. But as you can see, him and Black share a very strong bond. And we find out more about the bonds between a Dragon Knight and a dragon later. Anyways, so we go back to Craze, and he's being a punk as usual. And then as soon as we finish it, we're assigned another job. Great. I guess the Empire, you can't really rest. Alright, and then we meet Kanan, or Canon. I guess it's Canon. He's a real punk. I hate this guy. He does have a cool mustache, though, I'll give him that. But he looks like a bellhop. He looks like a rejected bellhop. Anyways, he is like the definition of a tool for the Empire. He just doesn't think for himself, and he's just real. You can just tell that, you know, he just wants a promotion or something like that. You know, he's gonna brown nose as much as he can. So, and of course, Craze doesn't like that, because even though Craze is a bit of a punk, he does have some sort of brains, I guess. He still looks like Satan, though. So now we're supposed to go to Rockland and find out why they're not paying their taxes. And Cannon's gonna come with us, but he's not gonna help with fighting. So, yay! Oh man, sorry. I'm not cool off that. Alright, so before we leave, make sure to equip the fire rune onto Cleo, because might as well. If we have the fire crystal, might as well make it the fire rune. And do recommend going to an inn and resting, because she won't be able to use the fire rune unless you do that. That's the way that you get back her magic ability. We don't have MP in this game. That's another thing I should mention, is there's 4 levels of spell usage, and the max you can use is 9 of a spell level. And you start off with only being able to use the first level, and then after you get a couple uses of the first level, you know, like 3 or something like that, then you'll get 1 use of the second level, and so on and so forth. Most characters, they can only use like the 4th level maybe twice or 3 times, or even once for some characters, before you needing to rest. There really isn't any items that recover that, so you're gonna have to use an inn a lot. So, I forgot to even mention that. I almost didn't. Sorry. Alright, okay. So, go through here, and we go to the building, and we find ourselves at Master Grady's mansion. It reminds me of the visit with Kefka at Figaro Castle. Basically, Grady is, you know, a corrupt mayor or whatnot. You know, he's just a puppet of the Empire. and he's real rude to everyone except his superiors. Of course, he's just like Canon or even Craze. So makes you wonder. The Emperor seemed like such a nice guy. Why does there seem to be so much corruption in the Empire? Like, and your dad seems honorable. Kazim, he seemed honorable. Like, they don't seem like bad people. Yet we're seeing these lower levels like Canon and Craze, and they just seem like scum. Anyways. Alright, so as we find out, there are bandits at Mount Sifu that are causing the taxes to not be paid. But we're almost out of time, so I'm going to have to end it here. Next episode, we'll head towards Mount Sifu, find out something new about one of our friends, and hopefully end the bandits' reign of terror. Till then, please rate, comment, appreciate. Self58 saying thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.